How's it going, everybody? Thank you for watching this video. Firstly, I can't applaud it enough if you could like and subscribe to my channel to help support this channel and lift it up. Thank you very much. I would greatly and really appreciate that. So, Raw week commencing November 21st. I am a bit sore on my throat because I've been out last night, so bear with me. My throat sounds a bit croaky. So KO comes out, Kevin Owens comes out, basically calls out Roman Reigns, saying he's coming for him and on the bloodline, and he's going to beat them guys up, obviously. And if it wasn't for the bloodline, he would be the champion right now, and he would have stopped the streak. When he said that, the Brutes and Drew came out. They all sort of came together as a band, and then the Judgment Day came out, and it's like there was basically a back and forth with the Judgment Day. So then we had a Judgment Day versus Brutes match in a really good, solid match. But the Brutes wins. And then basically after the Brutes win, KO jumps in and starts beating everyone down. So yeah, it was pretty good. Then we had Johnny Wrestling, says he wants Miz one-on-one to settle the score. Then Miz was going to go, well, it was scheduled to be Johnny G versus Miz, but it didn't happen because Miz is injured. So then it turned to Johnny G versus Omos. Yes, obviously Omos won. Then we had a triple threat match that's now been secured and now been announced for War Games, which I'll cover as well. Lashley versus Seth versus Theory, so that'll be a good match. Then Seth has an interview saying he'll outsmart these guys. He's the best. He knows what he's doing. He's got the experience over these guys, and he will win. Then Theory, cutscene goes to Theory, where he's basically saying he's a new man. He's not messing around anymore. No more selfies. No more trying to be the first this, the first that. He doesn't care. He's now a new man and he's focused, which I like. I like this new edge on Theory. It's pretty good. So we had Theory versus Mustafa Ali in a really good match. Go and watch it. Theory won in the end, but I like this new serious Theory. I do like it. And after the match, Bobby comes out and then he just basically starts brawling with Theory, and then Ali gets sucked into it, and then Ali basically just gets beat down by Lashley. Then we had Elias and Riddle versus Alpha Academy in a really good match. Riddle won. Where's Randy? When's Randy back? Then we had Corbin and JBL basically ripping the city that they was in. I can't remember what city it was. Province. I might be saying it wrong. I can't remember the city. But then Drew pulled up and then basically challenged him to a match, and it was Drew versus Corbin in a match, but Drew actually lost. Drew won, Corbin lost due to a distraction from Tozawa. I don't know what he's doing, but yeah. Then we had basically AJ said he's coming for Finn, and he wants a match with Finn, which has been sanctioned now, which has been scheduled at War Games, and then obviously it turned into a big brawl with the Judgment Day and the OC. Then Bianca Belair, Oscar, and Alexa Bliss basically came out, said they're ready for Damage Control, because it's going to be the War Games women's match. And then in the main event, we had Rhea Ripley versus Oscar in a really solid match, but Rhea Ripley actually won. And then obviously there was a big brawl leading into War Games, so that was Raw. Smackdown, Damage Control come out, they call out everybody, both the teams come out, and then surprise, surprise, the man's back. Becky Lynch is back. Good to see Becky Lynch back. Then we had Butch versus Escobar for the World Cup qualifying. Well, progressing, I think semi-finals now. Escobar won in a really good match. Bray basically comes out, does his bit. Bray's awesome. Saying he no longer wants to hurt people, he no longer wants to be the Fiend, and all these other things is the crowd started booing because they want to see the Fiend. So then we had LA Knight backstage saying how he got injured backstage, and he wasn't happy about it. So we'll see how that plays out. Then we had Hit Row versus Viking Raiders. No one ain't stopping Viking Raiders right now, so Viking Raiders won. Hit Row, they don't really win much, did they? I don't know what's going on there. Then there was a video, I think it might be on TikTok or something like that, of Dominic beating down his dad. So that's not good, obviously. Then we had Ricochet versus Braun for the World Cup semi-finals, I think it was. Obviously, there's a massive height discrepancy here, Braun Strowman versus Ricochet. But in the end, actually, Ricochet actually won by a distraction from Imperium that led to Ricochet rolling up Braun, so that was quite shocking. Then we had KO running into Sami Zayn, basically saying to Sami Zayn, what are you going to do if you do something wrong within the bloodline? What are they going to do? What's going to happen to you? Sort of making the wheels turn in Sami Zayn's head to make him hopefully turn against the Bloodline at War Games. So we'll see. Then we had Ronda versus Shotzi. Well, in fact, it was Ronda and Shayna Baszler versus Shotzi in a 2-on-1 handicap match, but Rodriguez came down and then it turned into a tag team match, which Ronda won. Then we had the Usos versus Drew and Sheamus. Really good match, but Sheamus won in the end. So the now team Sheamus, the Brutes, have now got a advantage at War Games. And yeah, that was it really. So yeah, good episode of Raw and SmackDown. Go and watch it if you haven't seen it. And I'm going to do a review of War Games too. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you could be so kind. Thank you.